So we're going to create a step in an isometric. We're going to start with the isometric Y. So we're going to start with 4 units high, 6 units wide, and 4 units in depth. I'm going to complete the isometric block. I'm going to place the visible edges on each face. So I'm going to put the shape of what my step looks like first on my front view, then on my right side. This edge relates to what's coming across on the right side. I'm going to bring that across. Same thing goes for the top. There is an edge that's going to be visible. Once we've done that, now we can put in our internal lines. So we come down. We can also come across. So that gives us our edge. And we will close this off here. I'm going to define it. So this is my front. We have the step shape. Right, and that is our isometric step. We can also do this in our as an oblique. So let's do that on the side so you can see the difference. So we start first with our width and height. So we know that our height is 4 and our width is 6. So we block that out. And then we're going to go up 45 degrees. And I'm going to do the tablier where we're using half the depth. So I'm going to come out this way. So this is our oblique box. Now we're going to go into what our visible shape. So these are our visible edges that we can see. To create our step. And then we're going to extend these edges across the top. So we're going to come this way. We're going to come this way. And last that. And we're going to create our internal piece. So we're going to connect horizontally or parallel to our related lines. And I'll define the edges. And if our construction line looks a little too heavy, then we're going to just go over it with the eraser. So our object line is what stands out most. Last, we're going to do, I'll choose the 2-point perspective to do the block of. So I'm going to identify at least the height, and my height is 4 units. I'm going to identify my vanishing point. So I'm going to say this is my vanishing point, and this is my vanishing point, right? So we have BP1 and BP2. We'll connect these vanishing points to our point on our height of our line. So we go one up, come this way, up, right? And we'll connect it at the base again. Then I'm going to decide where so on this side it's going to be shorter because we're following the same type of depth, but this we do it by eye. So I'm going to decide this is my depth, sorry, my width. No, I'm actually doing it wrong. If we're following the same orientation of this should be the longer side. All right, so the longer side should fall on this side. So I'm going to put this as my height, and let's use this. I'll go lightly as my depth. Once we have shown that, we can now connect this point and this point to the top. Again, use your short lines to have control of where your lines go. Lightly up. And we do it on the same side as well, on the other side. Okay, now I'm going to draw in based off of here. This is where my step is going to fall. I'm going to connect that back as well. So this is based off of creating a block with details. And I'm going to do it this side as well. I'm going to start my block going up here. So this is what the front, the front of my perspective drawing looks like. I'll define here as well. Okay. We have this edge as well, so we want to make sure we connect this edge going back. It should not necessarily line up. It may or it may not. Actually, it does. So we want to carry this one back as well. Okay, and then from where it connects here, we're going to carry it up to the top. Right? So we have that, connect these two. And that is our true perspective, our perspective, 2-point perspective of same block, isometric, oblique, and 2-point perspective.